Grand Rising family. Spirit put on me, I want to say it was yesterday, and called my attention to it. Just now, something I had written down. And something very simple, yet very powerful, that most people are doing, subconsciously or consciously. And it's an issue. Never rate yourself at a speed someone else is moving at. Never rate yourself at a speed someone else is moving at. What does that mean? We look at other people sometimes and we're like, oh, they're doing great. But sometimes there are folks that look at people and be like, oh, I should be here. I mean, I've done it before. You know, in my younger life, I've definitely done it before. You know, seeing someone around my age or age group and they've achieved something or they've done something, and you say, well, I should be there too. The biggest thing is, universe works for everybody in a different way. Everybody's time is different. So in your 20s, you see people in their early 20s, 23, 24, they've just bought a house and they're doing, and from your eyes, this is all from your eyes, they bought a house and they're doing great, and you are struggling to get out of your parents' place. You know what I'm saying? Because you may or may not have gone to school, but you're working, and you're like, damn, I should have a house by now. You see people out and about with their families, you're in your 20s or 30s, or you see a happy couple out and about and you say, I should be married with kids by now. I should be married by now. I should have a family by now. I should be established by now, because you're going by what you see around you. I should be making this much money by now. I'm this age, I should be doing this. I'm this age, I should be doing that. All my friends around me are doing this. I should be doing this. What you should be doing is what the universe and spirit is set for you to do. Period. I mean, period. A lot of us go through life looking at everybody else, wanting what they have and what they achieved, and wanting to be where they were at a certain point in their life, when that's their life, not even yours. That's not your life. And some of the lives that you see these people leave aren't even real lives anyway. They're lives that they're creating for the public to look at. Have you ever thought about that? How you see someone out and about may not be how they are when they're not out and about. When you see someone that looks like they have a lot of money, they're driving nice cars, is that their car? It may be, it may not be. These pictures that you see on social media, is that really their stuff? I mean, if you're going to rate yourself, is that really theirs? And if it is, good for them. I said, if it is, good for them. Be happy for somebody who has something and is showing it off and it's theirs. And, especially if it's something at a level that you desire. Good for them. Because what you're doing is you're putting that positive energy in the universe. But what you also need to do is rate yourself at your speed. Where someone else is at a certain point in time in life is not necessarily where you're supposed to be. You're not somebody else. You don't live anybody else's life. Whether they live in your roof or not, you don't live nobody else's life. You are not supposed to walk down a path that someone else has walked and is walking down, because you don't know what they've stepped in. Know that your time, everything that you want is out there. It's already there. It's already there. It's just waiting on you. How long it takes also depends on you. When you keep rating yourself by everybody else and what you see around you, well, I should be doing this and I should be doing that because people around me, I grew up, everybody I went to school with, they got really nice houses and all that shit is paid for, and I'm still living in an apartment, working this dead ass job. See, but you don't know where circumstances or situations or what the universe had for those people. You don't know. And even if you think you don't know. No one ever really tells you 100% of everything all the time. Let me repeat that. No one really tells you 100% of everything all the time. It's just the fact that it is what it is. Sometimes it's intentional, sometimes it's not. I say that because we don't know what we don't know. Some of us don't know that, there's more out there for us than we could even have imagined, because we're so busy looking at everybody else. When you're focusing and you're rating yourself by what everybody else has, what you're doing is you're taking the spotlight off of yourself and you're shining it on someone else. You're taking that energy away from yourself and you're giving it to someone else. You're allowing someone else, and what you see and what you perceive as their prosperity or whatever, you're letting all that live rent-free in your mind. What that does is that takes a toll. You're rating yourself by everybody else, by this is where you need to be driving this kind of car and you need to be living this kind of life and you need to be here, you need to be there. What you're doing is you're blocking. You're putting a block up. Because it's all about what you should be doing, and you're not telling yourself what you actually need to be doing. You should be here because, your best friend just got a brand new car. Your best friend gets a car about every, it seems like every year, but it's about every year, 18 months or whatever, 2 years. Your best friend gets a new car. You've been driving the same car. You got to keep fixing it up. You've been driving the same car for every bit of at least 5 years. I mean, it makes you so sick. And you don't even understand how your best friend keeps coming, but your best friend has got good energy. So, but you need your best friend gets it, you know. Y'all are doing the same thing. So how come you don't have it? You're rating yourself at your best friend's speed. This is the example that I'm giving. You're rating yourself at your best friend's speed. Your best friend, who's getting a car every year, 18 months, every 2 years, getting a new car, a different car. Always, they're very optimistic. When they're at home in their alone time, they write things down. They say positive affirmations to themselves. They meditate. They give alms and offerings. That's another conversation for later. They give alms and offerings. They're grateful. They give thanks. And it seems to you that they're carefree. They don't worry about anything. It's just, but you're working hard. You're buckled down. You're stressed and worried and shit. How come you don't have that? How come? What's up with that? They're not even working as hard as you. They don't. What the fuck is up with that? Let me ask you something. While you're busy rating yourself at your best friend's speed about the car, let me ask you about yours. The car that you've been driving that, you gotta fix up all the time. Let me ask you, have you given thanks about the fact that the car's paid for? Oh, let me say that again to you. This car that you've been driving for 5-6 years, that car is paid for. But you got to fix it up. And no, that car is paid for. You don't have car payments, right? While you're rating yourself by your best friend who they get a car every 12, 18 months, 2 years. They're making payments on this car. But you're not seeing that. You're seeing with your mortal eyes. You're seeing outwardly. What you also aren't seeing is the fact of what your best friend is doing behind the scenes. What's always done in the dark is going to come to light. Period. Whatever is done in the dark is going to come to the light. So whenever you're by yourself, if you're not telling yourself positive things, affirmative things, if you're only dreading and telling yourself what's bad, that's what's going to come to light. You're not going to be grateful for what things you do have. The Spirit is just keep trying to tell you this, but there's good here for you. Can you appreciate something and stop rating yourself by everyone else's everything? You've got these blocks up. They've got great friends, and your friends are doing this, and your friends are doing that. What are you doing for yourself? Because you're rating something that you're only seeing with your outside eyes by what they're telling you. Even it could be somebody in your house by what you see, but there are times when people are by themselves and they are doing things that you don't even know about that's setting things in motion for them. What are you doing to set things in motion for yourself? I mean, what are you doing? Rating yourself by someone else who around you need to be here, or you're supposed to be at this juncture in your life. Trust me, I've been there. It's a blockage mindset. It's a defeatist mindset because you're telling yourself you should be here already when it's not your time to be there yet. It's not your time to be there yet. There's some lessons that need to be learned. There are things that Spirit wants to make sure that you understand, that you know, that you are in awareness of before things happen. You may think that you're ready, you're 100% ready, 100% ready, and then find out that you're not. Not saying that everybody's 100% ready for everything that they get, but when you are grateful and you prepare yourself for things and you haven't put up these blockages, you are preparing yourself for these things. Don't blindside yourself by rating yourself at a speed someone else is moving at. Just because someone else is running and you're walking doesn't mean that they weren't once walking too. They made a decision. You can make a decision too. Everything is a choice. Everything is planned in the universe. We have free will. We have free will to do whatever it is that we choose to do or not do. We have free will to choose what to do and to not do. So when you are choosing to rate yourself at someone else's speed, you're not putting no attention on yourself. You're not acknowledging your own speed. You're not acknowledging your own growth or lack thereof. You're not appreciating fully where you are. Now, that's not to say that you're working hard and you see a nice home and you go, ooh, that's my house. That's going to be mine. That's mine right there. That's dream building. That's not rating yourself at someone else's speed. Understand? There's a difference. When you're riding down the road or you're standing on the corner at the bus stop, doesn't matter, and you see a nice car and you go, ooh, I like that car right there. That's my car right there. That's dream building. That's putting something in the universe that you like. That's giving you some speed. You see what I'm saying? Appreciate things. Don't ever say, well, I need to be doing this because this is where I'm supposed to be. Where you're supposed to be is where Spirit has put you. Where you're supposed to be is where the universe is leading you to. It's your free will that gives you the detours. We're spiritual beings having a mortal experience. We are spiritual beings having a mortal experience. So of course we have the choice of free will. But It's like when you say, I have a bad feeling about this, and you do it anyway. Well, that's you deviating from the path, because Spirit gave you that bad feeling to try and keep you on the path that is meant for you. Because I promise you, everybody's path leads to some kind of greatness. Your own personal greatness. And everybody in the universe plays a role. So, the role you are choosing to play by rating yourself at someone else's speed is that the right word, Spirit? Spirit is giving me subservient. You're being subservient. I need to look that word up. Let me write this down. Subservient. That's the word Spirit gave me. I'm not even sure if it's, but that's the word Spirit gave me, so that's the word that I'm doing. You're being subservient. You're not serving yourself. And understand, serving yourself is not selfish. When I say by serving yourself, spend time with yourself. Quiet time with yourself. Appreciate yourself. Appreciate what's around you. Be grateful. Be thankful for what you have, and say thank you for where you're going. Be appreciative of what you have. Give thanks and be thankful for where you're going. You're setting your own speed. You're putting the gas in your spiritual car. Okay? Every time you rate yourself at someone else's speed, you're stalling. That's good. You're stalling. Because it takes time and energy to rate yourself at someone else's speed. Time and energy that you're taking away from yourself so you can move at your own speed. In your car, in your spiritual car. Again, everything in the dark comes to light. So where you think people are, these people that have these things that you say that you want, where you think you feel you need to be and all this, you don't know what they did to get there. You don't know what they did in the dark. You don't know how many tears they've cried, how many miles they've walked, how many hours they have put in. You don't know. You don't know what they did to get there. But if you want to emulate anything that they're doing, if they've got a grateful attitude and they're happy most of the time and they're positive most of the time, emulate that. Let that rub off on you. Let that be something that you can rate. Are you positive? Are you upbeat? Are you shit? You don't even have to be that way all the time. But it's the energy that you're bringing around yourself. It's the energy that you're creating in the universe. And what I'm about to say is going to resonate with some more than others, and that's fine with me. Everybody is chosen for something. Everybody is chosen for something. Okay? Everybody is chosen for a level of greatness. Your level of greatness is not determined by you. It's just for you to remember. That's not going to resonate with everybody. And not everybody is going to understand. But that's what it is. Never rate yourself at a speed someone else is moving at, family. Never do that. You're looking at everybody else run a marathon, and you're wondering why you're not even allowed in the stadium. It's because you're rating yourself. What is done in the dark always comes to light. Keep that in mind. Rate yourself at the speed you're supposed to be moving at. What speed is that? It's the speed that the universe and spirit has set for you. That's how you know if you need to be spiritually taking strides, taking baby steps. That's how you know what you need to be doing. What's done in the dark always comes to light. So someone else's speed that you think you need to be at may not even be a speed that you're even ready for, because you haven't prepared yourself. You haven't prepared yourself. So I hope this resonates with somebody, because Spirit told me that this is for somebody. Because I have class today. It's a Wednesday for me right now. I have a very special class today. But Spirit put this on me because somebody needed this. And I feel it. Somebody needs this. So if you're the one that needs this, or if you know somebody who needs this, give a listen. Or I appreciate you listening. Be good, family. Peace.